Reverend Wilson, I wanted to ask you, Hillary Clinton, she was asked 2 times by reporters over the weekend to comment on Ferguson, and she did not. It brings to mind all of these politicians always campaign in black churches, including both Bill and Hillary Clinton. So does it bother you she's not speaking out?
Well, what I would ask Secretary Clinton to think about is how she would feel as a mother. And if she could find the space as a mother to connect with the pain that Leslie McSpadden is going through, then I think that would be an appropriate thing for her to do. What we find ourselves in today is the reality of human mourning and grief, and I think that's something that should touch any heart. In as much as we look to our elected officials to provide and to connect with us as human beings, to see us as made in the image and likeness of God, in the same way we ask our public servants to do so, including police, then I would think she may have something to say about that. So even if it's not a political statement, perhaps there is something to say to those mourning mothers like Leslie McSpadden and others who go through this experience, that she should have some tender care for them at this moment as she reflects upon her own relationships with her family.
When the Reverend puts it that way, Mark, it doesn't seem to take that much political courage to do just that.
Absolutely. But again, Hillary Clinton is being very careful about, as she always is, as the Clintons always are, about what the political consequences are of speaking out as someone who wants to attract voters on both sides of the aisle, someone who wants to be seen as a uniter. She's very careful about what the other side thinks.
That makes me sad.
It makes me very sad, too. It's very sad. But Hillary Clinton also needs to be careful because while she has once again garnered the favor of black voters, we're not that far from South Carolina, you know, when in 2008. When she lost a big chunk of black voters because of the way the Clintons navigated the racial politics of the day. So she needs to not make too many wrong turns here because she's still in very unsafe territory. And again, this is very sad to me. And I don't want to let her off the hook. I don't want Hillary Clinton to just say, this is sad for mothers. That's the easy way out, right? That might be a great statement for a first lady to make, right? But she's Secretary of State. She wants to be president, presumably. Let's talk about the issues here.